All right, so hope you all had a great Christmas, great holiday. Um, it is Christmas night. I just got done filming the post game for Washington. Wasn't too much to really cover there, but check it out. I talk about some other stuff in that video too, with maybe some things I want to do coming down the road with the channel. But this is the Browns pregame. So we got the Browns coming up Thursday night. Couple things come to mind when I think about the Browns. So first thing I have to say that comes to mind is the stunner, the miracle that the Jets pulled off against this team last year. Let me roll some footage. Let's go back to that and let's just check out some older footage, of that game, because that was unbelievable. All right, so it's been a while since I have made a Jet video, or even a video for that matter. But after what I witnessed this past Sunday with this Jets team against the Browns, this is why this video is being made right here. You ready? Can you see that? That is exactly what we witnessed on Sunday. That was fucking unbelievable. Take a look at all the shit that had to happen for this to happen, for this win to happen, okay? It all started when Cleveland missed their extra point, right? When Cleveland missed their extra point, I believe that's what I believe that was the Chubb touchdown, I think, right? The last touchdown that made it 30-17. It was 30-17 because this all started, the miracle started with him missing the extra point, all right? A lot of people forget that already. That was huge, because that's what gave them the ability to win, right? Misses the extra point, right? Then you get the play with the blown coverage, which is, the fucking dude was, it was Corey Davis, I think, right? He was fucking, he was on the field by himself, man. Massively blown coverage, right? For a quick touchdown, which is exactly what they needed if they were gonna have the ability to even have a shot at pulling off a miracle, right? Then you needed a successful onside kick, when it's like the chances of getting an onside kick now are, ridiculous, because they changed the rules. It's like so hard to have a successful onside kick now. They pull that off, right? Then you still have to score a touchdown to win the game now. Not to even to win it, to tie it, right? They put together that beautiful little drive. It was perfectly executed. Boom, they fucking score the tying touchdown. Now all they got to do is kick the extra point, and they have the lead with that miraculous chain of events, right, that happened, okay? They do it all, and then they ice the game with an interception when the Browns were, and they were threatening for field goal range. So, just unbelievable, right? Now, I've read this in a couple of places, and I've heard it too. I think it was like a 99. The Browns had a 99.9% chance of winning the game when they made it 30-17. That's unbelievable, okay? Now, just to show you how unbelievable that is, I heard this stat. Listen to this. The last time a team lost a lead by 13 points or more with under 2 minutes left in the game was 2,229 games ago. Think about that. Those are the types of odds we're talking about that made this thing happen. It was just, or I should say, that made it this rare to happen. And even more ironically is, the last team to blow a lead with 13 points or more in under 2 minutes left in the game was the Browns. So how fucked up is that, right? 2,229 games later, the Browns do it again. So, like I said, fucking what a victory that was for the Jets. That's when you kind of felt like maybe something magical is starting to happen with this franchise, you know? Because they would never win a game like that, ever. So, and, you know, but listen, we're at where we're at. We're like 2 seasons down the road from that game at this point. And, you know, look at where we're at. So, I think I got a little bit of a cold going on. But, so, aside from the miracle victory that they pulled off against the Browns last year, what else comes to mind with me with the Browns? A couple of interesting things. Baker Mayfield comes to mind. Now, in the Washington Post game video, I kind of hinted towards this. And I want to make a video about this because it's starting to really bother me that the Jets didn't go after this guy. Back when they had a chance to get him, they didn't even fucking inquire about him. You know, I think it was because their head was just bent around Rodgers. But look at the season he's having. And I wanted him when in that draft. That's who I wanted the Jets to draft that year. But when the Browns drafted him, number 1, you know, then I was like, let's get Allen. And who did the Jets pick? Fucking the guy right in between those two, Donald. So, but it is what it is. So, what else comes to mind with me with the Browns? The stunner, right? Baker Mayfield, okay? And how about, I don't know who's going to start. I'm filming this Christmas night, so we're a few days away from the game. I don't, you know, they haven't, as far as I know, they haven't named a starter. I have a feeling it's going to be Zach. But if it's not Zach and they go with Simeon again, the Browns basically almost ended that guy's career. I was at that game. The first time around when Simeon was on the Jets. I was at the game, and Myles Garrett fucking just pounced on him and totally fucking like broke his ankle, like just snapped his ankle. And they put him out for like a year, I think. So if Simeon starts this game, that's got to be a big fucking ghost in that guy's, you know, in that guy's fucking mind, man, from that game. So, but that's just a little trivia tidbit. So the Browns this year, right? Probably one of the strongest seasons I've seen from the Browns. Man, I can't even tell you. Maybe going back to, wow, 80s? I mean, you know, back when the Browns were, you know, competing, like with Denver, and they had that Denver Brown fucking playoff game. You know, like back then the Browns were, you know, a good, strong team with Bernie Kosar, right, I think. I mean, I'm going back. But that's the last time I remember the Browns being, like, really relevant and good. But this season, they have been very good. And here's the interesting part, okay? This is crazy. Deshaun Watson's not even playing. He's out for the rest of the season, right? So look at how good they're playing without that dude. His contract was fucking ridiculous. I can't believe what they gave up and gave that guy after not playing for like 2 fucking years. And he's not even playing now. So that was, to me, if I was a Browns fan, I would have been pissed at that.
They gave up like 3 number ones, and they paid him. They guaranteed him like $250 million, I think, for somebody who never proved anything, and he didn't play football for like 2 fucking years. So, but I sound like a Browns fan that's pissed off about that. But that's neither here or there. The person lighting up the field for the Browns these days is Flacco. And ironically, Flacco is the guy who pulled off the fucking the stunner last year against them. So how crazy is that, right? So something I maybe should have mentioned right after that footage I rolled before, right? But that, how ironic is that? So the Browns, let's see what their record is right now. 10-5. Pretty impressive. Like I said, I don't remember them being like this strong or having this strong of a season in a very long time. I know they've been good and competitive recently, but this feels like a standout. This feels like a standout season to me, though, for them. That would be fucking crazy if somehow the Browns were able to win this division. But that's insane to even think about that right now. But listen, right now they're only a game apart with the Ravens playing the Niners right now. So we'll see what happens. But getting back to what I was saying, very good season for the Browns this year. Prediction, pre-game prediction for this game, I'm going to go with a Jet loss. Now that is the sturdiest, most firmest prediction I have ever spit out so far this season. Usually I pick the Jets to win, but this one I just don't see the Jets winning. The Browns are still playing hard. The Browns are still, they need to still win for their playoff picture, and they kind of are in a race to maybe win their division. I mean, that would be pretty crazy if they actually topped the fucking Ravens in the division. But there you have it. There's my prediction. And like I said, for the first time, a very stern prediction, flat out. And, we'll see what happens. I do a flat out prediction and against the Jets, and we'll see how that plays out. But I really don't see the Jets winning this game. I just don't. I think the Browns just have too much to play for. And I think the Browns are going to be playing hard. So, but listen, you never know, because all the pressure's off the Jets now. And they just might want to go out there and fuck their draft up even more. So we'll see. Same thing with the Patriot game coming up for the Jets. They haven't beaten the Patriots in like fucking, how long, man? Like almost 10 fucking years. And what are you going to do? You're going to go out and beat the Patriots now when the Patriots are like one of the worst teams in the league this year? I'd rather beat the Patriots. I'd rather lose to them this year, beat them next year when you really need to fucking beat them. You don't need to beat them now. So there it is, Jets-Browns, Thursday night. Should be a good game. All right, enjoy it.